It's a cold, wet night in Pittsburgh, Kansas, the weekend before Halloween. The main drag through town, Broadway Street, is a little busy. But 1 block away in a dark, damp alley, a small bar is starting to come to life. Hiding among the costumed crowd here at TJ Leland's is a band.
This one's called Superman.
You wouldn't distinguish them from anyone here, but their drums are up on stage, being used by the bands before they play. This is Cosmic Bean.
Well, I feel invincible tonight. Might be the drug.
Terry, the bar's owner, asked them to close out the Halloween show. While waiting on their set, we asked if they could step outside for an interview, where it's a little quieter. The west side of TJ's is a great place to get out of the wind and light up a cigarette. The lead singer of Cosmic Bean, Cody, is wearing reindeer antlers, more in theme with Christmas time. Drummer Matthias dons a Nordic tunic with the black sun embroidered on his chest. Joe the bassist goes for a more fantasy outfit to celebrate the holiday.
Well, me and Matthias, we met just, I guess, through mutual friends, and I wound up being roommates with Matthias for, we could probably be common law married by now.
Probably.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we lived together for a while. Just like started jamming out. So Cody writes the majority of the music, and we would just be jamming. And I was just eventually just like, we gotta get something going. So his mom was gonna get him a really nice mandolin for Christmas, and I was like, you know what he needs more? An electric guitar and an amp. And that's what he ended up getting for Christmas, and that's we started the band.
That's where it all started.
Yeah.
The band's name already draws attention to the peculiar nature of its members. It was inspired by, and shares a title with, the writings of Matthias.
Well, the band name started, so a little bit after I had got out of college, I had traveled in a van for a while, up through Colorado and down through the West Coast, and I wrote a short story called Interstellar and the Cosmic Bean. And it was about a girl who essentially like lived underneath the bridge, but she was drug addicted and had struggled to telling the difference between like what was real and what was not. So she would share these fantasies of herself and her dog traveling through space to kind of like deal and cope with the reality of what was really going on.
Bars on my case, all the small space, they're holding me down. And I can't get out.
And so she was Interstellar and the dog was the Cosmic Bean. And so eventually we just kind of like shortened it based off the book, and we are just now the Cosmic Bean, and our first EP was Interstellar.
So, what kind of band is Cosmic Bean? Cody found his own way to describe their music and its influences.
Kind of like sad in a happy way.
Yeah, like melancholic.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, as happy as you can be while being sad.
The trio grew up around southeast Kansas, a region that has felt the decline similar to much of rural America, and so that reflects in their style.
All over the place. I mean, I started off listening to a lot of folkier stuff, so Pine Grove is one of my biggest influences.
Mom Jeans.
Mom Jeans is another really good one that I...
Prince Daddy and the Hyenas. American Football, yeah. Definitely all like a lot of those Midwest emo sounding. Square's album was definitely big. My old house has even painted the red and blue
Yeah.
from the Squares album. I definitely think our music's like just meant to be something that everyone experiences. Like we talk about our everyday lives and like the normal things we struggled with or have struggled with in the past over the years, things we worry about, and like we're just some guys from a small town. I mean, there's a lot of people who can like relate to like what we have going on, and it's just kind of like meant to be like like somebody's like everyday just listening to music, something they can relate to or something they know is familiar.
The process of writing their music is much more fluid than someone might think.
Kind of working on that too. We just added a new guitarist, and he writes a lot of really cool riffs. And so I'm learning how to work with another artist during the writing process. So usually I'll just write something up and show it to the guys, and we run with it. Everybody pretty much has free reign over what they want to do with the song.
Yeah,
We-
Cody
we
will
all-
write
we
the
all
lyrics
vibe
and
pretty
riffs.
well.
Yeah, then we just start. Cody will like write the vocals and riffs and start playing it. And then we just like add in drums and then bass and guitar, and everyone's kind of like can follow along well enough because we all have like very good chemistry that it all sorts of just sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, Cody will write the songs. Mason will write the riffs sometimes, and then Cody incorporates it, adds the lyrics, and changes it up a bit. And we use that and just all sort of like rock it out, and it just comes together.
One song in particular, Bleeding Kansas, has picked up some interest. It is currently the band's most streamed song on Spotify.
Well, I originally wrote that as a folk song on the back porch with an acoustic guitar and stuff, and it just kind of, I've moved around a lot through my life, and just kind of never felt like anywhere that I settled down was like a permanent thing. I moved from a place that I really liked, moved from Arkansas to Kansas, and it is kind of a little bit of a shake-up for me, so it's kind of about having that.
As you would expect, being on the road pulls some interesting stories. Matthias recounts when the band played not too far from a certain well-known country singer.
Dude, we played at Wichita at Barleycorns, and Willie Nelson played 2 blocks away. And after his show had got done, like we were kind of like, when you find out Willie Nelson's playing 2 blocks away, you're just kind of like, I don't even want to be at my own show anymore. I want to go watch Willie Nelson,
Right.
So we didn't really expect anybody to be there at all. Well, his show had got out kind of early, right as our show started, and we ended up having well over 100 people there in downtown Wichita. It's kind of like the off-run of like Willie Nelson's turnout, and it was like just fantastic. But way better than we could have. The Elvis impersonator. Yeah, it was.
He was so cool.
Yeah,
He was
such.
rocking it.
Yeah, such a fun show.
Big old glasses with the holes in the side and the big old like pink shades and stuff. And he had that voice where he's just talking real, he's real in it. Even though he's not in it, he's in it. And it was such a good time. He was really cool, just out there chain smoking cigarettes between shows, everything else bullshit. And he was a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool people that showed up that night. Not people that you'd really expect to see one of our shows sometimes.
While the group has more than a few good stories, one of Cody's favorite sets took place at a house.
So we had a house show not long ago. It was, I don't know, I can't remember. But, I was kind of expecting it just to be like friends, our little friend group and stuff. And we had, almost 40, almost 50 people
Yeah, from
just in the garage. And
yeah, people from
we
like
had-
Tulsa and Wichita and Northwest Arkansas, just like
we had
Joplin.
2 other phenomenal bands from the area come out and play. And it was just went way better than expected.
Yeah.
Running into some pretty cool characters out doing it, so that's always the best part. You're gonna meet people that you'd never get the chance to, and probably won't ever get
Yeah.
to again. So you can just be however you want to be, and it's a good time.
Yeah, we traveled around with so many different cities, and like we literally have friends in almost every local city around here. Like Tulsa, Wichita, Kansas City, Lawrence. No matter where we go, we've made friends. Like people want us to go back, and we want to go back because of the relationships we've made.
It's kind of like being in the mob, you're well connected.
Yeah,
around the area.
yeah.
Does being a small town Midwest emo band pay?
So this isn't something we have to do. It's like this is something we want to do. We enjoy it.
Responsibilities, and it sounds like this. Well, did you hear about that?
We're like where we are is like exactly where we want to be. Like we don't have any dreams of making it famous or making it big or selling a bunch of music. We just love coming out and playing music and being a part of the community that we're in. Like this is it. It's like we just we love what we do. We have a good time, and everyone that comes can definitely expect just to be able to sit back and enjoy themselves as well.
At the end of the day, what is most important to the three bandmates is doing what they love.
I don't feel like we've had many challenges.
Yeah, I would say like this is probably the most successful band I've been in. So a lot of bands like go through members really quick or they fade out over time. And like we've been a band for about like going on 2 years, and we've all had like the same original members. No one's ever left the band. Like we're all friends and we really click and we enjoy what we do. And it's
That's kind of rare.
yeah, it's so rare. Yeah,
It's
so
smooth
good.
sailing.
Yeah, like there's no fights, there's no arguments. We just all love doing this, and it's so easy going. It's so
Yeah.
so rare, so good.
Awesome.
So when we first started the band, we kind of just had some songs that were thrown in just to fill time and just to be there. And just the more that we've played and the more that we've written together, we have a much stronger set list. You know, everything flows better. There's no like awkward pauses and everything.
Yeah. What advice would you give to aspiring musicians based on your experiences?
Get out and do it.
Yeah.
Get some friends, get some instruments, get together. Just
Yeah.
They just asked me randomly one day, "Hey Joe, do you want to play bass in a band?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, okay, sounds good. Let's go."
Yeah, get your friends involved. Just do it. Start in the basement, in the garage, like at this practice space at your school. Just get it going and do it.
And the scene here is so cool. Like everybody just welcomes you in with open arms. Just get out there and do it. Everybody's gonna be stoked for it.
I started playing bass and doing this kind of stuff at 29. I mean, it's never too late to just get into it, get going too.
Yeah.
Just pick it up and have fun.
Never too late.
Yeah.
Never do it for the money, obviously.
Yeah,
Right?
not the money. Yeah, there's no money. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are there any upcoming releases, tours, or projects that your fans can look forward to? Just doing drugs.
Listen, I'm on drugs.
Listen.
We don't have anything set in stone yet. We do have 3 songs recorded. We're just working on getting them mixed down right, and we will be putting a release date up soon on those. And we're also working on writing a whole nother. It's gonna be a little bit louder, a little bit more intense. If you go on YouTube and look up Dog Cop Records, there are live recordings of 3 of the songs that we are going to release next.
Okay.
Let's play one thing we played at Homebrew tonight as our sound check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, you want to hear like one song, part of one song tonight? If you stay, yep. You get to hear.
And with that, we stepped out of the alley and back into TJ's.
Let's hope you guys do well in the future.
Before long, it is Cosmic Bean's turn to take the stage and close out the Halloween show.
It's getting cold again, and I don't like the cold, but I'll survive to the cold again.
Eventually, the patrons will have to head into the cold and rain.
I'm feeling it tonight, light up a cigarette.
For now, they can relax with the mood brought to them by band members Cody, Matthias, and Joe. This is Cosmic Bean.